Hello and welcome to your weekly Ascension reading. Keep in mind these readings are general and collective, so receive what resonates and release what does not. If you would like more content, more readings, and support on your Ascension journey, do check out my Patreon. I absolutely love that space that we are creating there together and that community, so do look into that. For this particular reading, I was guided to check into how we can honor different parts of ourselves and honor our journey at this time. So I am going to look into how we can honor our self-care, how we can honor our inner feminine and our inner masculine, how we can honor love in the different forms of consciousness of love in our life, how we can honor the cycles and rhythms of what's happening with the cosmos, as well as our intuition. And we also have the tarot to look into our spiritual gifts and what's developing there as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. I think I'm going to start off with the tarot and just see what wants to show up for the collective for the highest and greatest good this week. For their highest and greatest good this week, how can we honor our journey through the tarot, since the tarot is about the journey? Wow, starting out hot with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? The Ace of Wands, oh my goodness. Let's see what else we have here. Temperance. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups, okay? Excuse the background sounds. Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, whew, and Temperance. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see. Outcome, message, and energy. The Seven of Wands. So we have quite a bit of information coming through here. Keep in mind you create your reality by what you focus on and making your conscious choices that are in alignment for your highest timeline and your highest good. So starting out, again, I said we're starting out hot here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles here is about building your own foundation, your stability, your, being self-made. This is you focusing on yourself, focusing on your career, focusing on any sort of foundation that you want to build and create. This is about being self-sufficient. This is feeling healthy. This is committing yourself to your healthy practices, to your goals, to a life that brings you joy. Okay, you're very attractive in this energy. It can represent a single energy, but to me, mostly it's an independent energy. So you take what resonates there, but you're also very well read. You're intelligent. You are expanding here. You're moving through, and some of, I've communicated with some of you in my community about some of your challenges right now, and you're moving through change gracefully, because you see this isn't a full house that is built. This is the start of a foundation. And over here there are some roots, and there's the pentacles and the flowers, and it looks a bit messy, right? And that's the way change is. It can be uncomfortable. It can be messy. But just honoring yourself through this process, through this journey, okay? And truly believing in yourself here. There's such a level of trust and inner knowing that you have with this Nine of Pentacles energy, in believing in yourself, your vision, your success. Clarifying that, we have the King of Cups. So we have a masculine energy here who definitely has a great deal of emotion flowing through here. This can be energies. You may find that when you're in this energy, you have these different masculine energies that you're attracting that have a lot of energy or emotion or feelings to express. Now, that doesn't have to be romantic. Typically, the King of Cups is somebody who is in love. But this can just be, people that have these deeper emotions to express. This can be masculine friends, family members. Of course, it can be a partner, a potential partner. It can be, people coming in from the past. It can be so much here. But your elevation, your success, your alignment, your confidence, your self-love, your creation here is attracting quite a bit of energy, of emotion, and of attention, as well as admiration. we will clarify a little bit further, but then we have the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Swords. And this is having such a clear knowing of the action that you want to take, the beginning, the vision, the creativity. You know, this is having a very clear, even though it is a feminine energy with the Queen of Swords, to me it's kind of coming across as a masculine structure that assists you with creating a beginning, that assists you with having healthy boundaries, with preserving your energy, with knowing what you want to invest in, what inspires you, what brings you energy, versus the opposite here. The Queen of Swords and the Owl has been an energy that's coming through. Owls and Cardinals have been coming through quite strong here. So with that, you know, you have this beautiful discernment and wisdom. And as you're navigating these changes, you know, creating these new beginnings, feeling inspired, you know, I'm also feeling with that Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords, like your words are creating your manifestations, your boundaries, you know, you're holding these boundaries here that are healthy and best for you. You're coming from a place of experience. Okay, even though you have this, I mean, even look at that Nine of Pentacles, like that's the pre-Empress energy. So you have this discerning eye, you have this experience here that assists you with knowing what it is that's going to bring inspiration, what it is that's going to bring in and support your new beginning, or who is versus who's not. With that Queen of Swords, you might be cutting out certain energies out of your life. Again, this can even just be thought patterns, things that were self-sabotaging you. But this is making logical decisions. This is head over heart decisions here, actually, with the Queen of Swords. Also, again, you speaking your truth, having healthy boundaries, being very effective in your communication. You are viewed as incredibly attractive, experienced, and wise here with this Queen of Swords. Firm but fair. Okay, there's a little bit of an intimidation factor, but that's a good thing. Okay, so we will clarify that further. But then we have the Temperance, which is about healing and balance. This is about bringing forth, you know, those beautiful energies and having patience with the alchemy that is developing within your life, within your gifts, within this new beginning. This often, you know, speaks of angelic presence around you. She has a lot of books behind her as well. So it's like you might be guided to research a specific topic, maybe even go back to, you know, some favorites here, you know, when it comes to manifestation or high level consciousness with this Temperance card. This is also about balancing the spiritual and the physical world, the masculine and the feminine within. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So then you have this energy picking up, this swiftness of and determination of overcoming any obstacles here with your healing journey at this time. And again, you do have these quick moving energies happening this week. And then at the end of the week, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is just making sure that you are protecting your energy, grounding your energy. This could be, you know, many different energies coming at you. Just have that discernment here, that Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about resistance. The Seven of Wands is about, you know, standing up for yourself here. So there could be some distractions from the past because you see that person's back is turned. That are maybe trying to pull on your energy. So be sure that you have, you know, you're in your own energy, releasing on energies that are not yours. I'm going to clarify this a little bit further, but I feel like you're attracting in all these different energies and you're filtering out what doesn't serve you and your highest timeline here, and you're doing a lot of transmutation work. But what stands out to me is that bright red cloak. Okay, that bright red cloak speaks of confidence, speaks of the root chakra. You know, you have that same, look at that, there's that same cloak there with the Ace of Wands, right? You're discovering your power. You know your power, you know your full energy, you know your presence, you know your love. You've done a lot of work on yourself, to know your soul. So you're willing to walk away from anything that is not going to align with you at this time. Or let's say, you know, there are certain energies coming back from the past, or, you know, you look at this, there's all these different energies here, right? But you have these boundaries, okay? And you respect yourself, And you are, again, like, you know what is of value, and you also know what you can contribute as value as well. So like if somebody is trying to ask for assistance, but you realize, you know, that's not your area of expertise, then you have that, you can set that healthy boundary, right? Let's clarify the Seven of Wands further. I feel like there's just a lot of protective energy around as well. We have the King of Swords, okay? So there might be some surprises popping up from the past. You might feel the energy of others from the past. This could be an ex, or this could be somebody who just really wants to communicate with you, because between the King and the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is somebody who's seeing clearly. This is somebody who is also well-read. Okay, you see all of those books there. Has this experience, this determination. I do want to dive a little bit deeper there. Nine of Cups. They know what they want. Okay, so this person might have not been taking action, but it looks like they're going to communicate and take action. Swift moving energy with the swords. That's either thoughts, you know, telepathic communication, or, you know, you can feel their energy very clearly, or they're more comfortable. There's like swift moving communication here. Okay, but with this Nine of Cups, obviously they've been daydreaming, they've been thinking about what it is that they desire. They've been doing perhaps a lot of this work as well, you know, kind of weeding out anything that is a distraction, not in alignment, just making these adjustments. Okay, we have the Three of Swords as well. So I do feel like this is a very strong presence and energy with the Three of Swords. Be careful, okay? This person might be self-serving. So that's just something to be aware of. Again, just because you're what they want, you have to really be in your Queen of Swords and think about, and I don't want to just say think about, because, you know, it does take you tapping into your intuition, your, you know, your heart, your higher self as well here. But knowing what is healthy and what is good for you, and having those boundaries. Let me clarify the Three of Swords. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, just make sure this person that's coming in is showing up consistently, is in integrity. Because this person could be holding back, you know, with that Three of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. If you see the Four of Pentacles, there's a person in there and he's working on something here, but looks a little bit panicked, right? So there's some information that I feel like this person could be holding back, or they just have this wound, perhaps with this wounding within their heart space, that they're not sharing. They're working on that separately. So it's important to be discerning here. Let's get one more. I would say, yes, just be discerning, take things one step at a time. Check in with yourself, because I feel like we have the Queen of Cups coming up here. You have the energies, you have the discernment, but you also have the Queen of Cups, who shows you can feel intuitively if something is off here. Okay? Now again, this doesn't have to be somebody who is a partner, or this doesn't even have to be romantic. Like I said, this could be somebody just communicating from the past, something that you don't necessarily expect, but they're not revealing the full picture with that Three of Swords. There's something they're working on kind of in private here, and you can sense that, and you might even be able to sense that within your own heart space. Okay? You get a message of guidance with that. Yes, we have the Four of Wands. So this person is working through a lot with that Four of Wands, okay? Trying to establish themselves. They're in the beginning of whatever they're doing. here with that Four of Pentacles. They don't have a lot to invest at this time, because much of their energy needs to be focused on their healing or sorting out this Three of Swords energy situation. You might even have somebody from the past contact you and be like, I had this dream about you, or you showed up in my dream, or you showed up in my meditation. So with that Queen of Swords, ask questions, okay? Be very inquisitive, because there's more than meets the eye. And again, like, this can be a friend, or this could be somebody from the past. This could be somebody, you know, I feel like you'll feel within your heart space what's best for you, okay? When I say your heart space, I don't mean romantic love. I mean the sensations that you feel within your heart chakra, or the clairsentient feelings will assist you with this, okay? But I feel like you're here and you're present and you are showing up, and you're also kind of aware of what is showing up for you here, and then navigating it in a very intelligent way, honoring yourself first and foremost, okay? Yes, all right. Magician on the bottom of the deck. So you are being seen as having many resources here, and this can also, like, what might be showing up for you in themes, be aware of being at this potent energy with the Nine of Pentacles that you could be manifesting, but make sure you know, that you're making little adjustments here and there if what you are manifesting isn't fully what brings you, you know, that happiness or that joy or that alignment, or is assisting you on your ascension. Let's get one more here. Yes, and be aware of other energies interfering as well. We do have the Three of Cups. This very well could be a friend who, like, kind of shows up in a way that's very guarded, or cold, not cold, but just very intellectual, when they've actually got some deep things happening for them within their life that they're just not expressing or sharing. But if you're a bit inquisitive, they might open up. Again, like, if that's somebody that you want with that Four of Wands, you know, that might be somebody that is, you know, seeking some information, but again, might be somebody that I feel like they're in your circle. So they're in your family, your friend group, or they want to be. Just be aware with that Three of Swords. Let me just get one more for discerning purposes. Yeah, we have the Strength card. So this is about not taking things at face value. This is about taking the time to realize, you know, what's showing up. I feel like if this person does, like, express really what's going on with them, it's going to take a lot of courage and strength. But this is about sitting back and observing. Always people reveal themselves when you sit back and observe their behavior. Instead of listen to what they say, you look at their behavior, you feel into their energy, because that's, you know, that's your gift here. But with this Strength card, you know, this is about sitting back and observing. This person you might have a strength that this person is maybe seeking. Just make sure, again, that it's an integrity, that it's balanced here, and that you're not taking any, you know, making any rash decisions with that Strength card. That is about being reserved, and that is about observing, okay? Because there's just, you know, it's kind of a wishy-washy energy, so just kind of be aware of that. But again, this could be somebody close to you who's moving through something and seeking a form of intuitive strength that you have here. Just tread lightly, okay? And make sure that you have your energetic boundaries, because as a sensitive, as an empath, sometimes when you connect with other energies, the energy gets mixed, and then you become confused as to, you know, where your energy is and where their energy is, and you feel what they require, but, you know, you're might be giving your power a little bit away and not being aware of, like, wait a second, like, where are my boundaries here? You know, I know this is what, you know, they require, but truly, where are my boundaries, and what can I offer, and what do I want to offer, and why is this showing up now? You know, those sorts of questions. So just slow down, okay? and really feel into the energies and trust your instincts. Trust in your instincts here. And like I said, you know, if it is a friend or somebody who's very close to you, I feel like they know you can feel what's maybe shifting or happening, and they're seeking your guidance and assistance. Okay, get one more there before we look at how else we can honor. Yeah. So there's, it's a few different energies. So for some of you, it could be a friend. Some of you, it could be an ex. Some of you, it could be somebody who, you know, maybe created some wounding in the past for you. Okay. Could be somebody who desires you as well with the King of Wands. So just be discerning. Take it slow. Honor your, you know, stay in your integrity. Honor your boundaries here. Okay. All right. A lot of focus on you this week, okay? Let's look at how you can honor your inner Divine Masculine. This is a deck called Divine Masculine Revelations by Mystic Moon Oracles. Yeah, okay. So we have mind. I've thought a lot about you lately. So there's a lot of energies thinking about you, okay? The other way that I feel like you can honor your inner masculine is to write, okay? To take those thoughts, those ideas, you know, and to write them out, okay? So you're not staying kind of stuck in your mind, okay? Let's see how you can honor the Divine Feminine. Okay. Okay. So with the mind, too, with the masculine, we have lessons, okay? So there is some structure that's required this week as to what is showing up for you, what it is teaching you, and how it's helping you to ascend and evolve, okay? With the masculine energy. So that can come a number of different ways. It's going to be different for everybody. But this can also be masculine showing up in your life that are like, I should have listened to you, okay? Or they're going through some lessons here. Okay, that's why it's so important that you do, you know, keep your space, keep your bubble, right? So that you don't become involved in other people's lessons, but you deeply honor your own. So that's also, it's interesting. There's some how we're honoring how we're honoring our inner masculine there. So with the feminine, we have memories. I do not focus on what is already gone. I choose to show up fully for myself and others in the present moment. Okay, so this is about being present, because in the present is where, you know, you have these inspirations, where you have these activations, where you see things clearly, feel things clearly. Okay, where you're most powerful because you're grounded. And we have vampire. I will try my best to handle my own issues rather than draining the energies of others around me. Okay. So this means you're filling up your cup. You're not giving your power away this week. Okay. With that inner feminine, that's how you can honor your inner feminine. That you're not giving your power away to the past, right? Also, that you're aware of anyone who's, you know, maybe in a disempowered state and possibly draining your energy, okay? But it's about empowerment and awareness and consciousness. This week is the way that you can deeply honor, and it's also putting forth how well you know yourself and your soul in this experience, in your consciousness, as you navigate this week. Also, the ways that you can honor the feminine here is to really feel into what feels best for you. So with the past energy, with the memories and the vampire, it's like, again, like, what are you focusing on? What sort of media are you focusing on? Is it bringing you energy and inspiration? Is it draining you? Okay. are you distracting yourself with things that are draining you and are not supporting you? You know, of course, there's a balance with everything here. With memories too, this is completely different from what is on the card, but I feel like your ancestors that you know from this life, so this could be grandparents, you know, family from the other family that's on the other side, are very close to you right now, assisting you with your ascension and your navigation. And I feel like you'll know, because there'll be certain forms of love that come into your life. Like I said, we had the owls, we have, you know, cardinals, you know, these, or you even see their name, like you see the name. I've been seeing the name of my grandpa, or, you know, you just feel their energy around you, that they're here present with you, and they're also part of that protection, I feel, as well. You know, that's just kind of helping you to navigate and flow through these changes, make these adjustments, believe in yourself here. Put forth healthy structures with that masculine energy to understand and stay in alignment, while also deeply honoring the feminine by being present, because the other message that's coming through here that I see so clearly is not being in your body and kind of running from what you're feeling. So be sure that you're taking time to ground, to check in with your feminine. And I'm going to go deeper into honoring the masculine and feminine energies in my Patreon. Okay, but what I'm sensing and feeling here is the feminine is like, oh, I want to run and hide, or oh, I don't want to feel this, or I want to distract myself, right? But make sure that you are doing that transmutation, that you're checking in and you're connecting with your body and giving it what it requires and what it needs. Okay. Many layers here. So let's go ahead and get a message of how we can honor ourselves this week. Wow. For self-care. So those cards cleared to reveal meditate. Okay, meditate. So meditation, yes, it can be this sort of kind of typical sitting down, closing your eyes, checking in, conscious breathing. But for many of you that you have, you know, these careers or jobs, families, you know, you may not always feel like you have this space to sit down for half an hour. And it's up to you to choose, but you can bring meditation or receiving into pretty much any area of your life. So like when you're doing the dishes, you can be in a receptive state, and that can be a meditative state. You can put on certain music in the background that helps you also relax and get into a receiving mode. Abraham Hicks has quite a bit of information out there on how you can be in a receiving mode. So I recommend that you do explore that, because there are codes, there's energy, there's light, okay, that wants to come in here, and particularly it's the third eye. Okay, so there are activations happening perhaps in the third eye as well, with Ascension, visions, downloads, high vibrational energies that want to come in here and assist you and support you. So, you know, whenever you feel like you're too much in your head, or you're giving your power away because you're listening, you know, it's powerful to listen to others, but it's really important that you're aware of the levels of consciousness of those that you're seeking information from, and that you connect in with a higher consciousness, okay, to guide you here. Yes, I think that's going to be very important. There's also, you know, guided meditations. There's moving meditations, many different forms of meditation. So find one that works for you this week, and that's how you can best support yourself here, especially with all these different energies that might be showing up for you. Let's see how you can honor your intuition this week. To be fair, justice, balanced. Okay. I knew that balance was going to come through here. So that is like the Queen of Swords energy, firm but fair. Okay. Being aware of what is for you versus what is not. There is an egg there, okay, which speaks of a new beginning. And then the other one is a fortune cookie that says nope. Okay. So you could have many different options and opportunities and things, but again, look, there's that owl on the crown. Okay, so that higher consciousness energy is going to be bringing in some information for you as you connect in with your higher consciousness. Okay, this is also about honoring your boundaries, equal exchange of energy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a message for how you can best honor yourself with just the rhythms, with the, tapping into the lunar energies. How do you best honor your journey at this time? Highest and best messages. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So again, honoring, you have that with the Queen of Swords, having very clear communication, speaking your truth here, fair and just and balanced, knowing when you're in alignment, when you're not in alignment, listening to how your body is talking to you here, okay? Having that deep connection and communication with yourself, but it looks like with these different energies showing up, that you first communicate and connect in with yourself, right? And then you communicate with others. So if you need to take space, take space. But that Gemini energy is very, can speak of a lot of changes happening here. A fast-moving energy. And even in the last Ascension reading, it was about, making sure your thoughts were in alignment, right? That you were focusing on your empowerment and, putting your thoughts into what you wanted to build, right? What you want to create here. It was kind of like focusing in because there was so much that was distracting and that was pulling your energy everywhere. So I think that message is also repeated here of focusing in and taking things one step at a time, okay? And we had karma coming out a few times, and that's the Justice card as well. So there could be karmic cycles that are wrapping up here, okay? But yes, be sure that you're communicating effectively and clearly here, your healthy boundaries. All right, let's see how you can best honor yourself this week with the whispers of love. We're going to start with those of you that are in a healthy connection, in a healthy vibrational match. We have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. So there is this transformation that is happening within relationships this week. And I feel like you're finding the value in the changes that are occurring here. In fact, you're embracing them. You're even reaching out for them. Okay, so if there's been some stagnancy or maybe, interesting. Maybe there's been a lot of change, and it can go both ways. So for some of you, you've been wanting to have some transformation and change within your connection to move out of a stagnancy, okay? And then for others of you, you've been wanting to, there's been a lot of change, and you've been wanting to kind of slow down, okay? So we've slowed down, pause, and allow things to unfold, okay? So that's where you want to more so move slowly, honor your inner feminine here. That's more an energy of kind of going with the flow. But for others of you, there's quite a bit of transformation that you're calling into these relationships, and they are blessings, okay? And you're finding the gift within these changes, or the gift within the experiences that are bringing about these changes. For instance, those of you that, maybe have been more so living a relationship in the 3D, you both are starting to release that and raise your consciousness together. So with these leaves, you're perhaps releasing more of that like 3D mindset, and you are aligning more with a higher consciousness way of living. Okay. And for others of you where there's just been all of this change happening and you need a breather, that's what you're going to be honoring here within your connection. All right. Again, as always, take what resonates here. Yeah, I feel for those of you that are, vibrational match in healthy relationships, I feel like you might want to spend some time at home. You might want to, just be very cozy. Spend time in beautiful places and spaces is what I'm hearing too. So for some of you, you might plan going, to on a beautiful walk in like a garden, or beautifying, your space a little bit, just bringing in some more comfort as you move through these changes, or you embrace a slower, more conscious way of living, okay? Rather than, that fast pace, stress, resistance, ego, that's what I'm seeing here. And we even have this little archway as well, speaking of moving to, a higher frequency. And some of you, overall in your journey too, like you're inspiring other people to ascend, okay? But again, just have those healthy boundaries here. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? All right, let's see, for those of you who are single, how can you best honor yourselves through the consciousness of love this week? Okay, so someone might be making a move towards you. Wow, we have again like that energy, that portal energy. We do have the portal energy this week. It's the 22 portal, isn't it? So that could be around that time that these changes are taking place, but someone might be making a move towards you, or you are opening up more to love, because we have take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are forever changed, okay? So there might be, a dating connection that's moving into something that is more steady, on, a next level experience here. With this 9 of Pentacles, though, that pre-Empress energy, especially in the Queen of Swords as well, like you have this experience and this knowing of what it is that you desire, what it is that is of value to you as well. So I feel like you're opening up more to love here with that take a chance on love. And for those of you who are in separation, okay, perhaps, you've divorced, or you are just, you've created this space around yourself to heal, to know yourself, to evolve, to grow at this time, and you're deeply honoring that on your journey. We have be willing to express love to receive love, okay? And that doesn't have to be with somebody romantically. That can just be in general. Expressing love and appreciation for all the things in your life, okay? For those that are close to you, for all those different, and that's going to be a pickle pile this week, is how is love showing up for you in forms other than romantic love? So you might want to be looking out for that reading, because I think that's going to deeply honor where you're at on your journey. But love comes in so many different forms here. And I feel like, express that love and that appreciation to yourself, to the universe, to your vehicle, to your friends, your family, your pets, nature, to your inner child. Like there's just so much love, harmony, and balance coming through here. okay, with this number 6 as well. And I can feel the heart chakra expansion as well, okay, and the activation and the beautiful energy that is moving through you, okay, as you receive these gifts of love and you express appreciation. And, you know, this is also seeing something beautiful in another and expressing it, you know. Wow. That is lovely. Now, for those of you that are just, I know those of you that are not interested in romantic love really probably will resonate with that, be willing to express love message. But let me just get one more for you. For those of you that, let's say the beingness, the consciousness of love, embodying it, not at all interested in a partner at this time, let's get a message for you. Okay, this is good. We have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Okay, so you've been on your journey, doing your life mission, loving yourself, but there's something here perhaps that you could receive some assistance, you know, with. So be sure that you're willing to ask for that assistance from, you know, your higher consciousness, from your angels and guides of the highest light, from earth angels, from family members, whatever it is. Be sure, because you deserve that. Like, you deserve to receive that love and assistance. And I can very much connect in with this consciousness where you're like there for everybody, or, you know, you are deeply in that place of I have everything that I require within me, right? But just be sure that you're not blocking your receiving here, or you're not closing yourself off to the support that you deserve, right? So be willing to accept that support. So that shows me too, other people might be showing up wanting to assist you. I'm feeling, especially with like life changes happening right now, whether you're moving, switching careers, building your own business, like whatever change is happening, because we have 4 and 1, which, you know, makes 5. You have loved ones here, ancestors, all different types of energies wanting to offer, okay, their support. So be open to receive it, okay? Because you deserve it. All right. Anything else want to come through? That was a lot of information. Okay. Again, just always receive what resonates, what empowers you. Again, just take your time. Take your time, honor yourself, your integrity as you move through this week and your journey. I think that, you know, being very present with what is showing up in your world, why it's showing up, what it is teaching you, how it's empowering you, is important to realize. And then also, because there's so many masculine energies showing up here, again, it can be exes, so just be aware of that. It can be, again, just friends from the past. You're inspiring a lot of people, so be sure that you are. And I'm feeling it now, like I feel a little bit drained when I tap in with this consciousness, because there's a lot of people that might be pulling on your energy. So when that phone call comes in, check in with yourself. Make sure that you're honoring your energy levels first, that you have those healthy boundaries, that you hold those healthy boundaries, okay? And I would say it's probably the most challenging to do that with the people that are close to you and the people that you love, right? So just kind of be aware of that, prioritize yourself, keep, you know, keep filling up your cup, okay? So that you are in your full energy and, you know, not giving out too much energy. Make sure that that equal exchange of energy is a priority this week with the Justice card. I think that's all. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you would like more assistance and support with your Ascension journey, do check out my Patreon. That is linked below. You know, have an empowering week. It does feel like a very satisfying week with like each opportunity that presents itself, okay, and how you move through it. There's a lot of excitement here, okay? So even when there's a lot of excitement and good news, keep in mind that can also be kind of tiring. So just make sure you're checking in with your feminine, checking in with your body, and giving yourself what you require. and also communicating, expressing your needs to others as well. Like if you require space or